Ever feel like plastic pots just pile up and take over your garden? Before you toss them, wait. Smart gardeners never throw these away because they're packed with hidden potential. Stick around and I'll show you 15 clever ways to repurpose plastic pots, saving you money, time, and hassle in the garden. 1. Seed starting and propagation. Plastic pots are ideal for seed starting and propagation because they are readily available, inexpensive, can be easily cleaned and sterilized, retain moisture consistently, and allow for good drainage when properly perforated, making them a reliable option for managing young seedlings throughout their early growth stages. 2. Transplanting and hardening off. New plants need to adjust to outdoor conditions gradually. Plastic pots make it easy to move them in and out without disturbing their roots. Plastic pots are considered good for transplanting and hardening off plants because they are lightweight, readily available, allow for easy root removal without damaging the root ball, and can be easily handled when gradually exposing young seedlings to outdoor conditions during the hardening off process. 3rd, root ball protection. Plastic pots are good for root ball protection because they provide a stable and controlled environment for root growth. Their smooth interior prevents roots from getting damaged or stuck, making transplanting easier. Unlike clay or ceramic, plastic doesn't crack easily, ensuring the root system remains undisturbed. They also retain moisture better, preventing roots from drying out too quickly. Plastic offers insulation against extreme temperatures, protecting roots from heat and cold stress. Being lightweight and durable, they allow for easy movement without disturbing the root ball. Additionally, plastic pots can be gently squeezed or cut for easier transplanting, minimizing root disturbance. 4th, organized plant labeling. Plastic pots are good for organized plant labeling because they provide a smooth, durable surface where labels can easily stick or be written on. Their uniform shape and size make it simple to arrange and categorize plants systematically. Many plastic pots come with built-in label slots or allow for the attachment of tags without damage. Since they are weather-resistant, labels remain legible for longer without fading or peeling due to moisture or sunlight exposure. Plastic pots also make it easier to reposition plants without disturbing the labeling system, ensuring consistency in nurseries, gardens, or research settings. Their lightweight nature allows for effortless rearrangement while keeping plant identification intact. 5th, plant division and sharing. Got extra plants? Divide them and use plastic pots to share with friends, neighbors, or even sell at a local plant swap. Plastic pots are good for plant division and sharing because they are lightweight, durable, and easy to handle during the process. Their flexibility allows for gentle removal of plants without damaging the roots, making division smoother. They come in various sizes, providing the right space for divided plants to establish new root systems. Plastic pots retain moisture well, helping newly divided plants recover from transplant shock. They are also cost-effective, making them ideal for sharing plants with friends, family, or gardening groups. Their sturdy structure ensures plants remain protected during transport, reducing the risk of root disturbance or damage. 6. Frost and weather protection. When temperatures drop unexpectedly, a simple plastic pot can act as an instant mini greenhouse to shield delicate plants from frost. Plastic pots are good for frost and weather protection because they act as a barrier against extreme temperatures, helping to insulate plant roots from sudden cold snaps or heat waves. Unlike ceramic or terracotta, plastic does not crack in freezing conditions, ensuring the container remains intact and protective. Its non-porous nature retains warmth better, reducing the risk of root damage from frost. Plastic pots also prevent excessive moisture loss during hot or windy weather, keeping soil conditions stable. Their lightweight design allows for easy relocation to sheltered areas when extreme weather is expected, offering additional protection for sensitive plants. 7th, pest control barrier. Plastic pots can be used as a pest control barrier by placing them around plants to create a physical shield that keeps pests away. To do this, you can cut the bottom off a plastic pot and place it around the base of the plant. This creates a barrier that prevents insects like snails, slugs, or certain rodents from reaching the plant. You can also use smaller plastic pots with the top facing downward to cover the plant during vulnerable stages, protecting it from flying pests or ground-dwelling insects. Some gardeners also bury the edges of the plastic pot into the soil to make it more difficult for pests to crawl underneath. Plastic pots can also help limit the spread of pests by containing them to a small area, making it easier to spot and address any infestations. 8. Portable shade for sensitive plants. Too much sun? Use a bigger plastic pot to create shade for young or heat-sensitive plants. Perfect for scorching summer days. Plastic pots can be used as a portable shade for sensitive plants by placing them over or around the plant to provide temporary relief from excessive sunlight. One common method is to cut the bottom off a larger plastic pot and invert it over a delicate plant, creating a makeshift greenhouse effect while still allowing airflow. You can also use a plastic pot with a larger opening as a canopy by placing it slightly above the plant to filter light and reduce direct exposure to the sun. This method is especially useful for young or newly transplanted plants that need protection from harsh midday heat. Additionally, plastic pots can be moved easily, allowing you to adjust the level of shade depending on the plant's needs throughout the day or season. 9. DIY tree guards. Protect your young trees from hungry animals and accidental damage from lawnmowers by repurposing plastic pots as tree guards. Plastic pots can be used as DIY tree guards by cutting them in half or creating a slit down the side, then wrapping them around the base of young trees. This provides protection from animals like deer, rabbits, or small rodents that may chew on the bark or damage the tree. By securing the pot around the tree, it forms a protective barrier that deters pests from reaching the trunk. If using a whole pot, simply cut the bottom off and place it around the tree, burying the edges slightly in the soil to anchor it in place. The plastic helps shield the tree from physical damage caused by wildlife and can also protect against weeds growing too close to the trunk. Additionally, plastic pots are durable, lightweight, and easy to move, making them a cost-effective option for protecting young trees. 10. Self-watering planters. Heading out of town? Convert an old plastic pot into a self-watering planter to keep your plants hydrated while you're away. Plastic pots can be used as self-watering planters by creating a simple system that allows water to be absorbed from a reservoir beneath the soil. To do this, place a smaller plastic pot or container inside a larger one, leaving space at the bottom for water to collect. Make a few small holes in the bottom of the smaller pot to allow water to seep up into the soil through capillary action. The larger pot serves as the reservoir, holding water, while the smaller pot holds the plant. This setup ensures that the plant can absorb water as needed without the risk of overwatering. Additionally, you can create a wick system using a piece of fabric or rope that connects the bottom of the inner pot to the water reservoir, helping to draw moisture up into the soil over time. This method helps maintain consistent moisture levels and reduces the frequency of watering. 11th. Vertical gardening and wall planters. Short on space? Use plastic pots to create a vertical garden, perfect for balconies, patios, or small yards. Plastic pots can be used for vertical gardening and wall planters by securing them to a vertical structure like a fence, wall, or a custom-built frame. You can drill holes in the pots and attach them with screws or use zip ties to secure them to the surface. For a more creative approach, plastic pots can be hung on a horizontal rail or suspended using sturdy twine or chains. To make a wall planter system, you can stack multiple pots on top of each other, creating a cascading effect for plants. Another option is to cut the bottoms off some of the pots and mount them sideways against the wall, creating pockets for plants to grow in a vertical arrangement. Plastic pots are lightweight and easy to work with, making them ideal for small spaces, patios, or balconies where horizontal space is limited. This setup allows you to grow herbs, flowers, or small vegetables in a compact, organized way. 12th. Hanging basket liners. Extend the life of your hanging baskets by using plastic pots as liners. It keeps them from drying out too quickly. Plastic pots can be used as hanging basket liners by cutting them to fit the size of the hanging basket. You can cut the pot vertically and then place it inside the basket to line it, ensuring that the cut edges face inward and provide a sturdy foundation. Alternatively, if the plastic pot is large enough, you can simply remove the bottom and place it inside the hanging basket, leaving the top edges of the pot exposed. The plastic helps retain moisture and keeps the soil in place while preventing it from spilling out of the basket. You can also poke small holes in the sides of the pot to allow for proper drainage and airflow, ensuring that your plant's roots are healthy. This method is particularly helpful for plants that need consistent moisture retention, or for those that may otherwise have soil fall through the basket's gaps. 13th, garden tool and supply organizer. Plastic pots can be used as garden tool and supply organizers by repurposing them to hold small items like gloves, hand tools, seeds, or markers. Simply cut the top portion of the pot to create a container, then place it in a shed, garage, or designated garden space. These pots can be stacked or arranged side by side for easy access to different tools and supplies. The lightweight nature of plastic makes them easy to move around, and the durable material holds up well against wear and weather. You can label each pot for specific tools, such as one for pruning shears, another for trowels, and another for small bags of fertilizer or soil amendments. Plastic pots are great for organizing small, frequently used items and keeping them within easy reach while you work in the garden. 14. Compost and soil mixing bins. Why buy expensive mixing bins when you have free ones? Use plastic pots to blend compost, soil, or even store mulch. Plastic pots can be used as compost and soil mixing bins by cutting them to create larger, open-top containers. You can use a larger pot as a bin to mix compost materials, adding organic waste, leaves, and other compostable items, and stirring regularly. The plastic helps keep the materials contained, preventing them from spilling out. For soil mixing, you can use plastic pots to combine different types of soil, compost, and other amendments for a specific blend. The pots are easy to handle, and their wide opening allows for easy mixing. For better airflow and drainage, you can poke a few holes in the sides or bottom of the pot. This makes them ideal for creating small batches of soil mixes or compost in a controlled, easy-to-manage environment, especially for gardeners with limited space. 15th, DIY bird feeder or water station. Give back to nature. Transform old plastic pots into bird feeders or water stations. Your garden wildlife will thank you. Plastic pots can be used as DIY bird feeders or water stations by turning them into simple, functional containers. For a bird feeder, you can fill a plastic pot with birdseed and hang it using twine or a sturdy string. You can make small holes around the top edge of the pot to insert small sticks or dowels, which act as perches for the birds. Alternatively, you can cut the sides of the pot to create small openings where the birds can easily access the seeds. For a water station, simply fill the pot with water and place it on a stable surface or suspend it from a hook. To prevent the water from spilling or evaporating too quickly, you can line the pot with stones or gravel to help stabilize the water level. This provides a simple, affordable way to offer both food and water to birds in your garden. And there you have it, 15 brilliant ways to reuse plastic pots instead of throwing them away. Which idea was your favorite? Or do you have a genius plastic pot hack of your own? Drop it in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more smart gardening tips. See you next time. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy this next video on best 15 must-grow perennial vegetables to harvest year after year.